guys, this is Sandra here, and as you can see we are back for another update for the hashtag Project Pan collab. And because it's December, I thought we can be nice and festive with the Christmas tree in the background. But without further blabbering, I'm gonna jump into the updates. No, I'm not. Actually, just in case you just randomly find this video, this project pen was started by Rebecca and Alexi. They will both be linked down below, along with the playlist as well that contains all the people's videos who are participating in this project pen. And what else do I have to tell you? If you've never seen this before, we basically have a list of prompts and then we randomly select 6 products. Oh my goodness, my brain. We randomly select 6 products and then we choose the numbers that go with those prompts, and then based on the prompts, that's a really hard word to say, we choose our products. That's it basically, and then we update each month, and this is the last update before the finale, the end of next month. So now I can actually jump into the updates. So the first product is something that I had here since the beginning, and this was based on the prompt, let me just double check, yeah, a product you aren't sure about, and for me that's the Fenty Beauty Shady Biz Bronzer. And yeah, I'm still not sure. It's just a bit warmer than how I like my bronzer to be, and it constantly had hard pan on it, even though I set my face before I go in with the bronzer. So it's just, I don't know, there's something about this bronzer that just doesn't work out for me. But my goal was to hit pan on it, and finally, after like 4 years, no, it feels like 4 years, but it's been like 4 months, I hit quite a substantial pan. Like, look how big that is. Now, I have to be honest, originally when I hit pan on it was about 2.5 weeks ago, and I took my little spatula to scrape off all the bits on this that had hard pan, and that's when I first hit the tiniest bit of pan in the middle. And obviously you can see it since then, it's quite big. But to be fair, even with the brush, I think I would have been there in like the next use or in 2 uses, but I just couldn't get enough pigment off because of the hard pan. And now it has quite a big pan on it. Now I could keep it in, but I'm sick of this. I'm gonna roll this out, and maybe I can use it in the summer when I go traveling. I'm still on the fence about this. On one side, it's quite nice to use, and obviously it's enough for you for quite a long time. I've used it for 4 months, I would say about 80% of the time, and you know, I would say I still have another 3 months left in there as well, easily. So I don't know, it's okay, but it's a lot warmer. I know it's a bronzer, but it's a lot warmer than I prefer, and just the fact that it keeps getting hard pan is so annoying for me. None of my other products really do it, unless, you know, they're quite old, but this is a new product. And I know a lot of people love it. I just personally don't see the fuss about it, and I was so happy that I only have the small size, not the big one, because that would have been such a waste of money. So yeah, I finally hit pan on it after all this time. You know what that means? We're gonna roll something in at the end. Woohoo! The next prompt was something in your favorite shade, and for me that's like a nice deep red burgundy kind of color, and for that I chose my MAC lip liner in the shade Beat, and I have it on my lips at the moment, but I put a red lipstick on it, so I don't think you can see it. It made my lipstick a little bit deeper, but it's this gorgeous burgundy burnt red kind of shade. It's really, really beautiful. My goal in this was to use it halfway up. I mean, it already is tiny now, look at it, but you will see it on the markings as well. I'm doing a really nice and steady job with it. I think I can make my goal on it by the finale, so we'll see. If not, I'm gonna be super close to it. But this time of the year I'm wearing this kind of a lip color quite a lot, either with a red lip or with a darker, deeper, you know, lip. So I'm hoping that I can finish this, well, not finish this, but you know, get to my goal by next update. And so far both times I've been doing a steady progress, so I don't see why it would be an issue really. The next item for me was something that's limited edition, and for that I chose the Becca Volcano Goddess eyeshadow palette, and one particular shade from there, which is the shade Crater. And my goal is to hit pan on this shade, and I have a really deep dip in there. It's that dark ashy brown, well, not ashy, but it's more on the cool tone side. And let me show you the dip. Ta-da! That dip that dip gets bigger and bigger each month. I use it a lot as an eyeliner or for deepening up my outer corner if I'm using shimmery shades, but I just don't seem to be get there. Now the pens are quite deep in this. Will I reach it by the finale? I don't know. I will try. I'm reusing it today as well, just as a little bit of an eyeliner. I'm trying my best. Whether I will reach it or not, I don't know. I will definitely try. I made a big dip in this. If you compare where I started the first time around and where I am now, like 3-4 months later, it is quite a big dip, but I'm not quite there. So I will try my best, and I hope I can do it by next month. And I have to say, for the past week, this is the first time in days that I'm wearing makeup. I've been so ill. I had tonsillitis and flu and cold. It was not great. You might still be able to hear it on my voice a little bit. So, you know, that's a whole week of progress that I basically missed on all these products, but never mind, it is what it is, and I will do my best to reach that goal by next month, which is the finale as well. And then last time I rolled in, was it last time or a time? No, it was a time before. It's a drugstore product, which for me was not drugstore, it's just a cheaper brand, and it's an eyeshadow from Kiko. Again, I don't think it has a name. At the moment I can't even find a number, because I think it was on the packaging, but it's just getting old and battered. And my goal on this, I already had a pen on it, so my goal was to use up half of the eyeshadow. And I think I'm on a good route. Come on, camera. Okay, the camera is really washing the shadow out, but basically you can see, oh, there we go, finally. So as you can see, I'm getting quite close to using up half of it. Basically I just use this to set my eyeshadow base, and it's really good for that. It's a really nice consistency. I could even use it as a matte highlight if I did an all matte eyeshadow look, although it's a bit more on the pinky side. But it works perfectly for setting my eyeshadow base. Sometimes I mix it in with something else, because if I go overboard it's a bit too pink. And then my eyeshadows obviously don't work the same way on top of it, because it just changes the colour a little bit. Can I actually use up half of it? I don't know. That might have been a bit of an ambitious goal, but I got good use out of it already. The pen is a lot bigger than how I started out with. I might be able to hit my goal, but I'm not sure. It's also really hard just to concentrate my brush on one side, just because there's not that much shadow left there, but because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to basically use up this side, as I'm almost hitting the side pen on there. If anything, I can hit a side pen. Whether I can actually use up half of it, I don't know. That might have been ambitious, but let's see. Let's see where I get with this by the finale. Maybe. And last time I rolled in 2 products. One of them was the category of product you received as a gift, and for that I chose the Stila Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Pigale? I still have no clue how to pronounce that. And similarly to the lip liner, it's a really beautiful deep burgundy metallic shade. I set the goal for this to use it 15 times, just because otherwise, you know, I mean, I'm not going to use this up. And I don't know why I set 15, because I only had 2 months left. So I find that was a bit of a stupid idea. I only used it 3 times so far, It is a beautiful shade though, but I feel like 15 might have been a bit too ambitious, but never mind. I use it 3 times. Will I use it 12 times by the next update? I doubt it, but I can try. I already have a little bit of a crack on the top, so I guess it's a good sign that I'm using it. But will I be able to hit my goal? I doubt it on this one. I will try, but realistically, if I use it only 3 times this month, I don't think I'm going to use it, you know, another 12 times. I think I should have set maybe 10 times and it would still been quite a lot for 2 months, but hey, clearly I like to aim high. And then the last one was a product you would only buy on discount, and I chose the Naked Cherry palette, and I chose one shade from here as well. And again, I wanted to hit pan on this in 2 months. Am I insane or am I insane? I think I'm insane, but never mind. It's the shade Bang Bang. Because I swatched everything else, let me swatch that. Oh, I dropped it. Let me swatch that for you as well. It's a really nice soft pink shade. It's so soft I'm not even sure the camera will pick up on it. Right there, it's a really nice pinky, peachy kind of color. It's not as strong as I thought it to be, and while I made a little bit of progress on this, I don't think I used it more than like 4 or 5 times, so obviously it's not going to be enough for anything major. Now I think you can see a little bit of usage in there, but it's this shade by the way, but nothing, you know, nothing to write home about. I think I've been a bit ambitious with these. I will try to show more progress of it by next time. Again, I have it really blended out on my lid now, and that's another thing. Unless you put it on with your fingers, it's not going to give you a lot of colour payoff. Like, you can build it up to be stronger, but that's when fallout starts happening. So you can see it's a bit stronger now. But yeah, it's not the most pigmented of shades out there. It's a lovely shade, and I definitely reach for this palette more, but again, it was only 4 or 5 times, so it's not major usage. I think with these last 2 products I've been a bit too ambitious when choosing my goal, but you know, I'm using this either way, and I'm happy that I'm getting more use out of it than without reaching for it. And the packaging of this palette, that's what sucked me in the first place, and I think I'm having it upside down. Of course I do. It's just beautiful, beautiful palette, and I love the shades in there. I'm just trying not to blind you, but yeah, we'll see. I'm pretty sure it's fair to say I'm not gonna hit pan on it, but a girl can try, right? And because I hit my goal in the bronzer, we're gonna roll in one last product, and then we wrap this up. Why am I so slow today? Okay, so originally I started with 39 categories. I took out the ones that I already got the previous round, so I've done this project 1 time before this, and then this is my 2nd round. And I write, if I could talk that would help a lot. But let me pull up the Pretty Random app, and I'm gonna set the numbers from 1 till 39. And here we go. Oh, 13. Is it something I already had? No, that's a product you didn't... I told you I can talk, but that's a product you don't reach for enough. Okay. Let me go and grab that, and I'll be back with my hair out of my face. Or not. And then I will let you know what I chose. Alright, so for the category of product you don't reach for enough, I choose this really battered looking Cover FX blurring primer. And I know you look at it and you think, Sandra, it looks almost empty. What do you mean you don't reach for enough? Yes, it does. And I don't think I have more than like 5-10 uses left in there. But I bought this last year or this year. I'm pretty sure I bought this last year, and clearly I loved it. And when I got this point, I put it on the side because I was afraid I'm gonna use it up. And yeah, I mean, how stupid is that? Surely if you love it, you should finish it up. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm pretty sure once I do that, I'm gonna repurchase this because I love it so much. I don't think, again, there's more than like 5-10 uses left in there. It's just an amazing pore blurring primer. I need to get myself together. But yeah, I just want to finish it up by the next update. Completely achievable. And I'm gonna hold it up here, but I don't think... No, you're not gonna be able to see through the packaging. But I can see there are just all these lines here, and then there's a little bit of product on the bottom, basically around where the silver line is. Just a teeniest bit left in there, and I think at one point I'll just have to cut the packaging open and get it out so I can put it on my face. I have no issue doing that. I absolutely love this primer. When it comes to pore blurring primers, I'm gonna go as far as saying as this is the best one on the market. I think it's a lot better than the Benefit Professional. Just, it's really similar in the fact that it has a bit of a color to it, but then once you blend it, it's not as slippery, if it makes sense. It just makes your skin really smooth and velvety, and yeah, just helps your makeup go on the top. I like the Smashbox primer as well, but again, that's a lot more silicone-y, so that one is clear as opposed to like something like this or the Benefit, which have a bit of a tint to it, but obviously once it's blended in your skin, the color goes. But the Smashbox one is clear and it's a bit more slippery as well. I find that this is the best one that blurs without making my skin feel really like slippery. It just gives it a nice texture so the foundation can really go on smoothly. It doesn't turn super tacky either like the Becca blurring one. I like that one too, but that's slightly different as well. That becomes a bit more sticky. And then the Benefit one and the Smashbox one become a bit more slippery, whereas that one just becomes nice and velvety. So it depends, I guess, what you prefer. But for me, when it comes to blurring, this is the best primer out there. And I typically just use it a bit on my forehead, a bit on my chin, and then mostly in this area, and it's perfect. It is perfect. So my goal is to use this up by next time, which should be no problem. And I haven't reached for it in a long time because I was afraid to use it up, hence I chose it for this category, but I need to stop being stupid. So here we go. And I tried to find something also that's attainable to reach within 1 month. So here we go with this product, and that's it for today. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and also please let me know how you're getting on with your project, and I will try to check all the videos also in the playlist. I'm usually quite good. I just watch it on the way to work or on my way home. And anything else to say? I think that's it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. It would mean so much to me. Usually I'm a bit better when it comes to talking. I don't know what's happening with my brain today. It's just clearly a bit all over the place. But for now I'm gonna go. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.